Hey there, Fitzy. First in the chat. Good to see you. Thanks for jumping on. Hope you're having a good day today so far. Had a good time last night in Papa J's stream. I was glad to see you were able to work out the details and get those Yankees you were hoping to get. Hey Isaac, how you been, buddy? Long time no see. I didn't catch the second break. I was only watching the first break. Did he get anything good the second half of the stream? Any big hits? Hey Hunter, how you been? Hey Sportsline, how are you? I'm doing very well, thank you. Isaac's been busy. Yeah. I don't know if it'll pick up the microphone, will pick up the noise or not, but as you guys know, I film out in my garage, and it's pretty hot today. But worse so than that is the wind. It is incredibly windy out, and sometimes my garage doors kind of rattle. So if you hear some weird banging and clanking going on, that's just the wind hitting the garage doors. And if suddenly my screen goes black, you may want to look out your window and look up in the sky because I might be flying overhead. It is that windy. I might just get launched right out of here. But honestly, it's notoriously windy in this part of the country. We get a lot of wind out here. An Acuna auto out of Big League. Really, Fitzy? Wow. That's huge. I would not have expected that out of Big League at all. Wow. Hey, Wesley. So, as you guys can see, I've got quite a bit of mail. Four good-sized packages, and I've got some old 88s I want to rip open. So we'll do the 88 stuff first, and then we'll get into the mail call. Looks like each mail call is approximately about the same size, same number of cards. So we'll see what that's all about, because I honestly don't remember. Some of these I know came from sales, but it's been so long I don't even remember what I got, to be honest with you. And I do have one special package that came from Chuck, who I think is going to jump in here later on today. And he said it's all full of surprises, so I'm anxious to see what... a piece of tape came off there. What all he sent this way, so looking forward to that. Hey, NASCAR. Haven't seen you in a while. So with that, I'll go ahead and set the mail aside, and we'll go ahead and get started on the ripping of the 1988. I've got, I believe, 7 packs of Donruss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3 packs of Topps. And no, I will not be trying the gum out today. I've done that a couple times now, and I keep saying I'll never do it again, but then I do try it again, but it never gets any better. So, let me take another swig of water, clear my throat, and we'll be on our way. I was going to tell Donald Blumdahl today that Jabs is doing... Yeah, I think you mentioned that this morning, Hunter, and he got the message. You've been getting a lot of D-backs, Isaac? Cool. Then you've been getting hits, man. That's awesome. I know, I call them hits. Some people think it's junk, but I will tell you it's kind of funny. Before we begin, last night Papa J had his Monday night breaks, and Steven's cards ended up landing with the D-backs. Now, I was not involved in the break. I didn't buy into it. But he ended up with the D-backs by random choice. And he started asking, does anybody want the D-backs? Does anybody want my D-backs? Nobody would trade for him the D-backs. And I'm like, come on, people, what's wrong with the D-backs? So I ended up reaching out to Stevens, and I said, hey, if you want, I'll go and I'll buy the D-backs cards from you. And he agreed to it, so we worked out the deal. And I'm pleased with them. I'm happy. But it's so funny that, you know, there's 1,000,001 Braves fans. There's 1,000 Blue Jay fans, you know, Indians, Reds, all the teams, Yankees, galore. But when it comes down to the Diamondbacks, we are a very small group of folks. Oh, did Donald stop in? Did I miss Donald? Oh, Donald's in here. I'm sorry, Donald, I missed you. Bunch of chat went by. Hunter says, I got 2 Mitch Haniger rookie cards I was going to tell Donald Blumdahl all about. One is from... Oh, that's cool. So if they're rookie cards, I assume they're Diamondbacks then. That's awesome. Good deal. All right, so we got 8 watching in the chat right now, and that's enough for me to go ahead and get started. So we'll start ripping into the 88 stuff, and then, like I said, I've got a lot of mail I want to get opened. And, in fact, I got one from Donald. So, Donald, I got some mail from you. I got some from NCC Baseball. I got one from Stephen Griffith, who you guys have seen in here before. And the final one is going to be from Chuck Dupree. Sorry, iMac. Oh, that's not good, because I'm thinking about buying an iMac. Uh-oh. I thought they were like uncorruptible, like flawless, smooth running machines. Hey, Robert. No, well, Robert, I probably will, but not today. Not today. So, all right, so here we go, our first pack of 88 Donruss. Puzzle piece goes to Stan Musial. And right off the bat, let me turn the camera down just a bit here. We got Will Clark for the Giants. Another Diamond Kings, Tony Fernandez. Don August for the Brewers. Now, guys, I'm realistic here. I really love the Diamondbacks, but I'm not banking on getting a lot of D-backs cards in this group. I'm being real. I'm being honest. I'm not too optimistic about it. Hey, Chuck, how you been? Thanks for jumping in. I just showed the packages that I'm going to be opening up here, and yours is one of them. Hey, Anthony from ABC's Need 123. Good to see you. Jason's in the house. Got a good turnout. All right, we got Kurt Wilkerson for the Rangers. We got Pascual Perez. That guy's hair just always amazes me, how he keeps that looking the way it does. Rick Honeycutt for the Athletics. Melito Perez for the Royals. Got Doug Jones for the Indians. Shout out to Robert. At least Robert's team existed back in the 80s. Mine didn't show up until well, in fact, exactly 10 years later. This is 88 stuff. Diamondbacks came on the scene in 98. So there you go. We got Tim Belcher for the Dodgers. Bill Gullickson for the Yankees. Jeff Sellers for the Red Sox. Brad Kaminsky. It just seems like that name is incomplete. It should end with an I, like Kaminsky, right? Brad Kaminsky, but Kaminsky, it just, I don't know. I don't like how it stops like that. Brewers, Doyle Alexander for the Tigers, Rene Gonzalez for the Orioles, and Herm Winningham for the Expos. So pack 1 is down. Not a bad pack. No Hall of Famers. Nothing to call home about. Let's see what I missed. Anything? Jerry Curl. Yeah, there's something going on with his hair. Did you see my message on here? Maybe not, NASCAR. I saw you say hello. Oh, you had a hit from 2019 WWE. That's good. Congratulations. I'm not a big WWE fan, so I'm not too up on that. A relic? What would a relic from WWE consist of? I can only cringe to imagine, to be honest with you. I gotta stop thinking about it. All right, here we go. We got Steve Trout. I don't believe he's related to Mike at all. But there's another Trout from the Yankees. George Bell of the Blue Jays, not bad. Joe Price for the Giants. Boom, there we go. Hey, Fitzy, I'll ring the bell for you. There you go. That deserves a spot on the stand. Don Mattingly. They use matte cards. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's the clothing that kind of freaks me out, Chuck. To be honest with you, I can just imagine it's sweaty, stinky, smelly, stained, soiled mess. Ugh. Yeah. If it's matte, shouldn't it be a dual relic of the two people? Right? Exactly. Yep, Donnie Baseball. Speaking of Donnie Baseball, I haven't asked in a while, but has anybody heard from Mikey from the channel Chasing Donnie Baseball? He was on here many months ago, and I used to watch his channel religiously. I love the guy. He was one of the nicest guys in the community, and I know he fell ill, got sick, and I think he had to go in for surgery back in, I don't know, October, November of last year, and have not heard or seen from him lately or at all since then. So does anybody have any updates on him by chance? Just curious. If anyone knows, please let me know. I'm anxious to hear. I tried reaching out to him, and I get no responses, so I don't know. Pat Perry for the Reds. Oh, there we go. Ron Gant. Ron Gant does TTM. So I'm going to set that card aside. Oh, boom. There we go. Ozzie Smith. Very nice. So I will say our two hits, by chance, both have the MVP logos on them. Oh, you know what? I feel bad. I put Don Mattingly on the stand. He's off screen. Sorry about that, Fitzy. I just looked at my monitor and noticed that. So here, we'll bring these guys up where we can see them. And I'm going to be optimistic and say we're going to get another hit. So there's a third stand. The Wizard. Yep. Doing them backflips. There we go. We got Dwight Gooden for the Mets. Shout out to Donald. We got Scott Bankhead for the Mariners. Look how the logos are side by side. You know, Topps probably, or Donruss could have probably left that emblem off completely. Rick Sutcliffe for the Cubs. Ken Oberkfell for the Braves. Kevin Mitchell for the Giants. R.J. Reynolds for the Pirates. Mark Davis for the Padres. I'll set that aside in my Padres stash. And Tom Browning for the Reds. And Wesley has found himself a little wizard icon. Very clever. Well, then it would have been an error card with the one logo. Yeah, it would have been an error card, but I wonder how many people would have even noticed, Donald. Because it's like in the right spot, you know? Where's that card at? Let me find it. Yeah. I'll bet you people would have overlooked it. I'll leave that up until we get another hit, but I think that's kind of interesting. So I'm going to take it, since nobody responded about Chasing Donnie Baseball, that no one's heard from him either, which is kind of unfortunate. But if you guys have not ever seen his channel, I believe his channel is still up and his videos are still visible. So if anyone's interested, just type in the search Chasing Donnie Baseball and you'll see his channel come up. But I don't think he's done a video since, again, like October, November at the latest, but I'm thinking October of last year. So, but his videos are great. Nice guy. You'll enjoy watching them. Now, can someone please do me a favor because I have no working PC? Well, NASCAR, you got to say what you need, buddy. No one's going to volunteer if we don't know what it is. Steve Bedrosian for the Phillies. Jose Rijo for the Athletics. Jerry Don Gleaton for the Royals. Mike Devereaux, very French-sounding name. There you go. Now, Donald, I didn't realize this. So Jay Buhner used to be a Yankee. I know you always give him a shout-out. I believe you call him J-Bones. But here he is in a Yankees uniform, so that's kind of different. Okay, so this was before he went to Seattle there. Hey, Hubers, how you doing? Yeah, don't forget Robert. Don't ever forget Robert, Hubert. He was just saving the best for last there, Robert. There's Spike Owen for the Red Sox. Jim Morrison of the the Tigers. Pete Stanisek for the Orioles. Steve Kiefer for the Brewers. Devon White, there we go. Devon White, he ended up on the D-backs eventually in his career, near the end of his career. Here's a checklist. Let me do a quick once over here and see if I see the name Gary Carter. Interestingly enough, Steve from Carter's Kids collects checklists that have Gary's name on them, which I find fascinating. I would never have thought of doing such a thing. No, don't see it. I do see Goose Gossage. Where do I see him? Right there, Rich Gossage. That's kind of cool. Jim Lindemann. There we go, Greg Maddux. Nice. Very nice. That's not his rookie, I don't figure. But still a nice card. So, Mr. Bankhead, I'm sorry. That logo is cool, but not cool enough. We got Tom Prince for the Pirates and Charlie Puleo for the Braves. All right, so now we're starting to get stuff. We got 3 packs down and 3 hits so far, so that's good. Yeah, second-year card. Yeah, I noticed he had an 86 and an 87, so I assume 87 would have been his rookie year. And plus, somebody taught me, and it makes sense. If you look at their career totals, if they match last year's totals, then this is the rookie card. But you can see that they do not match. So there is an additional year. Sorry about that. An additional year in there, so that would make it a second-year card. Hubert, shoot me an email if you wouldn't mind. Send me an email. My email's on my About Me page, and I can help you out with that. That'd be awesome. There's our puzzle piece. I don't think I've got all the parts, all the pieces yet for Stan Musial, so I did complete the Warren Spawn puzzle, but I don't think I've got Musial done. I may have it all done complete after today. We'll see. We got Pat Pacillo, Pacillo. I don't know. For the Reds, we got Kent Tekulve. Again, a player that I'm used to seeing in a Pirates uniform. But there he is with the Phillies. There's Eric Nolte. No relation to Nick. Put that in my Padres pile. Steve Lyons for the White Sox. There you go. Shout out, Chuck. There's your White Sox, Steve Lyons. And Chuck says, I ordered a package of custom cards from Topps. I'll send you one when... Oh, that'd be awesome, Chuck. That is so cool. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed putting that together. I enjoyed the process of building the card up and designing it. Yeah, I'm anxious to see what yours comes out looking like. That'll be cool. Terry Poole of the Astros. Al Leiter, rated rookie card. He was actually, I saw him on TV just the other day. I'm going to set that one aside because he is now working, I believe, for the MLB Network. They had him on as an analyst the other day, so I'm going to set that one aside. Jeff Russell for the Texas Rangers. Chuck Finley for the Angels. Rob McClure for the Expos. Greg Caderet for the Athletics. Lonnie Smith for the Royals. Tommy Hinzo for the Indians. Jeff Hamilton for the Dodgers. Oh, another Steve Trout card. Okay, makes 2 of those. And Pat Sheridan for the Tigers. Okay, Hubert's just... Well, obviously Hubert won't be able to respond to you for a little while, but I'll check it out. I appreciate it. That'll be cool. Al Leiter was involved in a pretty famous error card. I can't remember if it was Donruss or Topps. That's interesting. I don't know, Chuck. I don't remember hearing about that one. I know Ben McDonald for Upper Deck had a famous error card, but of this generation. But I don't remember Al Leiter. Oh, of course, the Billy Ripken. Yes, The bald guy. I think he was bald, Robert, if I remember right. I just saw him the other day. He might have been bald. Oh, that the error was somebody else. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, speaking of owls, here's a different owl, Al Nipper, for the Red Sox. And Dave Stapleton for the Brewers. Jeff Ballard for the Orioles. Billy Hatcher, Diamond Kings card. Mark Davidson for the Twins. Jerry Reed, there you go, Donald, another Seattle Mariner. Wearing obviously a different uniform because there's no logo on the jersey. But I recognize that hat. It's the same hat you wear in your streams. Rick Leach of the Blue Jays. Manny Trio of the Cubs. Craig Lefferts of the Giants. I've got a ton of him on the Padres. There he is. Yeah, he was with the Padres from 84 through 87, looks like. Now he's with the Giants here in 88. There he is, Bob Walk, my favorite pitcher's name of all time. Bob Walk. Yep, they even got a walk statistic. He's got 292 career walks. There, so. Well, that's interesting. In both 86 and 87, he threw the exact same number of walks, 78 walks to the batters. Interesting. Robert Vernon Walk is his full name. Frank Williams. See, now you know more about Bob Walk than you'd ever think you would know. Right? Frank Williams with the Reds. Jeff Blauser with the Braves. There he is, Mark Grant of the Padres. Mark Grant. You've heard me say this 1,000 times, but he is the broadcasting commentator for the live baseball games. And he is he might have missed his calling as a comedian. He's a lot of fun to listen to. Cracks everybody up when he speaks, so set that one aside. It wasn't Al. Okay. Do you have the Billy Ripken Erica? I've got the one with the blacked out, with the black square on it, Hubers. Oh, that was Buhner's rookie card. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yes, Robert, I agree with you 100%. Thanks for pointing that out. I didn't want to sound too prudish, but you're absolutely right. Steve Lake for the Cardinals. And Jeff Calhoun for the Phillies. Okay, 2 more packs of Donruss to go. Okay. Wesley, I don't know if I did or not. I know I saw your email, but I will let you know. I'll try to respond again if I haven't already. But I'm going to pass on that trade, mainly because I already have that autograph card, to be honest with you, and I really don't need 2 of them. So I do appreciate the gesture, but I really don't need an extra one right now. So. There's Robbie Wine. Oh, you know what? I'm going to set this aside because we were having a running joke a while back. Robbie Wine and Seth Beer of the D-backs, their names just kind of go hand in hand. Wine and beer, beer and wine. Kind of a funny little play there. So that's an error card I don't need in my collection. Exactly. Yeah, I'm content with the black squared off card. Yep. Kevin Elster, rated rookie. Bob Brower of the Rangers. Tim Raines, there we go. Actually, he's going to go ahead of Mr. Wine. I'm sure Mr. Wine was a decent ball player, but I'm sure Raines was better. Tony Bernazard for the Athletics. Jim Eisenreich for the Royals. Mel Hall for the Indians. Jose Gonzalez for the Dodgers. Claudel Washington for the Yankees. Mike Greenwell for the Red Sox. Greg Brock for the Brewers. Mike Heath for the Tigers. Billy, speak of the devil, there we go. Billy Ripken with the Orioles. Bryn Smith for the Expos, and a Ken Williams for the White Sox. Shout out to Chuck. And wow, I just noticed that. Check that out, guys. Look what he's holding in his hand. It looks like the remnants of a destroyed bat. He's got the handle. I don't know if it'll focus. He's still got the handle, and there's a shard, whoops, coming off. But that is that's a serious splinter right there. And his face says, ouch, like he got a stinger. Interesting. I'll bet if we all really analyzed our cards more closely, we'll see things that most people don't notice. All right, so here we are. Last pack for Donruss. I'd never need a player named Cheese to go with the wine. There you go. Exactly. Too bad there's not a player named, Bob Cheddar. I can't even think of a name right now. My goodness. Steve Mozzarella. That sounds like a good Italian name. Steve Mozzarella. Monterey Jack. Jack could be the Jack Monterey. Oh, is this Topps card? Okay. Well, hey, look, I do have some Topps 88s here, so you never know, Chuck. It's possible we could pull it. How about roses to the days of wine and roses? There you go, Robert. Okay, Gerald Young for the Astros, Jeff Robinson for the Tigers, Kevin Bass for the Astros. Boom! What day is complete without a Matt Noakes? Just for fun, I gotta set that one aside for my buddy. Oh, boom! Yes! Last pack mojo. Check it out, guys. Tony Gwynn MVP. Seems like all of our big cards today are coming in with that MVP logo on them. So shout out to myself on that one. That'll go nicely into my Tony Gwynn PC. And I hope all of you had a chance to check out my Tony Gwynn special I did the other day in honor of his 60th birthday, or which would have been his 60th birthday. I pulled out all my Tony Gwynn PC and displayed it there. I put it to music, tried to make it a little more, I don't know, thematic and dramatic. Hope you all enjoyed it. Dwight Evans for the Red Sox. Jim Sundberg. So I guess they would have had Sundberg and Sandberg at the same time. I bet that would have been confusing in the dugout. Coach yells, "Hey, Sundberg, get up there!" And then you got two guys running to grab a bat. Anyway, Tony Phillips for the Athletics. I apologize. Sometimes I go off on little tangents that I make up. Jim Eisenreich for the Royals. Tommy Herr for the Cardinals. Shane Raleigh for the Phillies. Cecil Fielder. Ricky Horton. Oh, there we go. Robin Yount. Followed by Jeff Hairston. So we got two Hall of Famers in that pack. I'm not going to cover up the Gwynn. Mr. Mattingly, no offense to Fitzy, but he's not yet in the Hall of Fame, so I'm going to have to set Robin on top of him. So there's three Hall of Famers we got. That last pack was the best, though. We got the Yount and, of course, the Gwynn. So that's awesome. Pete Rose. Oh, yeah, Pete Rose. Boom. Oh, boom for the Gwynn. Yep. Took me a while to find. Working it on it, Robert. Yes. Sorry, Fitzy. He'll get there. He will get there. I have no doubt. So let's get on with the 88 Topps. So now I guess we're looking for this Al Leiter card. The gum did not do too much damage to a Ron Oster card. That's good. And we'll have a insert card, which I give to my granddaughter so she can play with them and pretend like she collects baseball cards. All right, so we got Tim Leary for the Dodgers, Dwight Gooden for the Mets, Doyle Alexander for the Tigers, Roger McDowell for the Mets, Jose Rijo for the Athletics, Junior Noboa for the Indians. Shout out to Robert. Ron Oster, there's the Oster card for the Reds. Barry Lyons for the Mets. Roy Smalley for the Twins. Gary Ward for the Yankees. Greg Walker for the White Sox. Rod Booker for the Cardinals. Roger Craig manager card for the Giants. Bruce Ruffin for the Phillies. And Rafael Palmeiro for the Cubs. Okay, nothing huge in that one. That's okay, because we've still got 2 to go. Cheese for the fastball. Still got 10 in the chat. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me here. Okay, that piece is intact, but I'm still not going to chew it. Okay. We got Daryl Boston for Chicago. I love when that name comes up. Boston and Chicago. They ought to trade him to the Red Sox just so he could be from there. Ozzie Virgil for the Braves. Royals leaders card. Dave Righetti for the Yankees. Ivan Calderon for the White Sox. And Jerry Hairston for the White Sox. Back-to-back White Sox. Carney Lansford for the A's. Ken Gerhardt for the Orioles. Jim Gantner for the Brewers. Teddy Higuera for the Brewers. So it seems like the teams are coming in duplicates here. Doug DeCinces for the Angels. Drew Hall for the Cubs. Steve Lyons for the White Sox. A lot of White Sox in this one. Tom Henke. And another White Sox, Richard Dotson. Wow, how many White Sox did we get? 2. Just curious. 3, 4, 5 White Sox out of a pack of 15. 15 cards, 1/3 of them are White Sox. So, Chuck, I don't know what that's trying to tell me, but it's got to be a good sign, right? Doesn't Robin look like the hick from French Lick? Robin. I don't know that movie, Robert. I don't know. Chuck likes the odds. White Sox and green lettering. Yeah, it's kind of different. All right. Okay. All right, last pack. Telling you that need to come to the dark side. Oh, is that what it's telling me? That I need to jump ship, leave my beloved D-backs and Padres to go to Chicago? Not going to happen, Chuck. Sorry. Not going to happen. Okay. Mike Witt. I don't think he's related to Bobby Witt, but anywho, there's Mike Witt. Mel Hall for the Indians. Bill Allman for the Mets. Tommy John, there you go. Tommy John with the Yankees. Mark McGwire, Gold Cup card, nice. I'll set that one aside. I'm sure there's some McGwire fans out and about. There's Pascual Perez with that hair. Scott Bales for the Indians. And, another Mark McGwire, 87 Record Breakers card. Nice. So this is going to be the Mark pack. As soon as I say it, there's another Mark. Mark Rial. Or Rial. I don't know how to say it, but right when I say the Mark pack, another Mark shows up. With the Angels, Don Sutton. There you go, Hall of Famer. I'll set that one aside as well. I believe he does TTM for a nominal fee. Whoa! Tony, what'd you do that for? Stay put. I know you want to get going, but hang on. My goodness. All right. Let's everybody just calm down, relax, take a deep breath. Everything's fine. Gary Renecki for the Braves, Dan Plesac for the Brewers, Gino Petralli for the Rangers, Jack Lazorko for the Angels, and our final card is a Bob Brower for the Rangers. So there we have it. Tony had a long night. Exactly. It's divine intervention. There's something with that, Chuck. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but you're right. There's something going on with divine powers behind it. So, okay. Let me set all these nice cards aside. Tony, thanks for showing up. In fact, Tony, I'll let you go take a nap. So, Tony, you can just lay back there and just... I know you had, your 60th birthday party was a doozy. It was a late night for everybody. I know you want to get your rest, so I'll let you take a nap back there. Okay, got 3 more cards from my granddaughter's collection. Oh, God is a White Sox fan. Yeah, I got nothing for you on that one, Chuck. All right, so with that, guys, as promised, I am going to finish up today's video with my mail call. If you missed the start of the stream, I got 4 identically sized packages here. Got one from NCC Baseball, one from Donald. This one comes from Herbert Griffith, a.k.a. Steve Griffith, in the chat. And none other than Mr. White Sox himself, Chuck Dupree. So I'm going to order, let's see, what order do I want to go with here? We're going to save Chuck for last because I do believe now that God definitely does have his hand in it. So there's something to that. So we're going to do his last, if that's all right with everybody. Hey, Left Behind, how you doing, man? Thanks for jumping in. I grab some scissors. Hey, where'd my knife? I used to have a knife in this drawer. Hope my granddaughter didn't get hold of it. Okay, so first up we've got Herbert Griffith. I don't want to cut into anything here, so be careful about that. Herbert, a.k.a. Steve Griffith, is a gentleman that his hobby is putting together team bags, and he loves to, and he asked me to give this shout out. So if anybody's interested, next time you see Steve in a chat, make contact with him. He puts together team sets for everybody's favorite team, and he just loves handing them out, sending them out to people. To my knowledge, I don't think he's ever charged anybody anything at any time. It's just what he loves to do. So he knows I like the Padres and D-backs. I don't know what's in here yet. It'll be a surprise. But shout out to him. And if you guys see him in the chats, definitely make contact with him. He'd love to help you out with your collections. What in the world? There's a race car in here. Ha! Oh my goodness, guys, check that out. He sent me a number 18 Kyle Busch NASCAR die-cast car. That is hilarious. I had no idea. I didn't even feel it in the pack. That is hilarious. Kudos to you, Steve. That is too funny. I mean, he knows look, check this out. You guys may or may not have seen, I have an uncle that he likes to put together racing cards, and he does Kyle Busch cards. There's a theme in my channel based on Kyle Busch. I have a calendar that some of you may or may not have seen, which I need to update the month, but poor Kyle, and it's Kyle Busch driving his car off a cliff. Yeah, there's a Kyle Busch theme, and wow, that's hilarious. I did not see that coming at all. My goodness. Wow. Hey, Troy, how you doing? And Cardinals fan? 1990, good to see you. Cool. Working and lurking. I hear you, man. That's the name of the game. Working and lurking. That is too funny. Wow. We'll set Mr. Busch right back there. That's hilarious. All right, so what did he send me here? He got 3 packs. Looks like we got some Padres and D-backs. That's cool. Here, we'll start with this Padres team bag first. That's awesome, Steve. Thank you so much, man. That was just a very cool surprise. You got some race to use sheet metal from Kyle. Really? Wow. See, there's something going on here, Chuck. Intervention. Go Kyle Busch. All right. Here we go. I was just mentioning it earlier. Craig Lefferts was with the Padres. So here's a Craig Lefferts card. Gerald Clark. Gene Walter. Tony Fernandez. Eric Shao. And it is pronounced Shao, by the way. I know a lot of people say Show, but I got to meet him back in the 80s, and his name is pronounced Shao. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us, but shout out to him. Mark Davis. Pedro Avila, rookie card, very nice, from 2019 Topps. Austin Allen, rookie card. This is cool. It's like a Fairfield box for one team, if that makes sense. So this is a lot of fun. Greg Harris. And boom, Roberto Alomar. I was going to say Hall of Famer needs a sleeve, but he already put him in a sleeve. Very cool. He deserves right there. That's where we're going to put him. Okay, we got Bruce Hurst. Adrian Gonzalez. Brian Giles for the Padres. Brian Giles, I honestly didn't know he was with the Padres. Left Behind, I know you're here. Did you or did you not buy a autographed card of Brian Giles for me a while back? I think you did. And that's cool. He wasn't with the Padres, that's why I sold the card, but I believe Left Behind owns an autographed card of him, which is pretty cool. Here we've got, my goodness, the lettering on this, tiny. Jake Peavy for the Padres. That's hard to read. Chris Young on a Fleer card. Mike Cameron, sorry. Now that's interesting. He's wearing a New York uniform. You see the York at the end of it there? But it's a Padres card, so I'm going to guess that he's got some... there it is. So it's the New York Mets, not the Yankees, but the Mets. So apparently this is his first year card with the Padres. So that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. If we took the time to really analyze every single card in our collections, we would discover things that would just blow our minds. But who has the time for that, you know? Ryan Klesko, that's a nice one. Greg Vaughn. Bob Tewksbury. And finally, a Mark Newfield. Mark Newfield, Fleer Ultra. So very nice collection of cards there, Steve. Thank you very, very much. Super, super cool. Let me see what I missed. If you had to pick one team, Kevin, Diamondbacks or Padres? Wesley, I'll get to you in a second. Let me go back. Bradley saying hello. Good to see you, bud. Fist pump. I think that's what that is. Oh, sorry. This way. Left Behind says yes, he did. Good. Glad I remembered that correctly. I liked his brother Marcus Giles, who played for the Braves. Also got... Oh, okay. Awesome. Traded to Padres mid-season. Gotcha. Kevin, that's what takes me so long to sort my cards. Oh, you get lost in looking at the cards? Yep, it can happen. Okay, Wesley, back to your question. Very, very good question. Padres or Diamondbacks? I would say Diamondbacks. They're more recent. They're the team that I grew up watching in later years. Once they became an Arizona team, all Arizona residents felt obligated to root for them, and that's understandable. But when I go back to pre-1998, I am 100% Padres all the way. I still root for the Padres if they're not playing the Diamondbacks. But whenever those two teams are paired up against each other, I do root for the Diamondbacks. That being said, I love them equally, but differently, if that makes any sense. Come on, team bag, don't be difficult. There we go. All right, there's another sleeve card, so that's promising. Oh, check this out, Kurt Schilling. I do not have this Kurt Schilling card in my PC. I do PC Kurt. He and Chuck probably already knows this, but he is a profound Christian, and he has announced it as such. So he is definitely a good guy, and one that I do have a special binder set for. So Kurt Schilling. In fact, let me set a stand up for Mr. Schilling, because he's going to go in my special pile. Hey, another Kurt Schilling. Boom, back-to-back Kurt Schilling cards. Nice. And I don't believe I've got either of these in my collection. Donald, makes sense. I'm that way. Yep. Chuck Dupree, thumbs up. You got it. Zach Greinke, League Leaders card with the D-backs. Another Greinke from last season's 19 Donruss set. Robbie Ray, Topps Chrome. Very nice card. Connor Jackson. I do love the current Diamondbacks colors, but there is something about the original purple that I grew up to appreciate, because that's, you know, the way they started. So I do like both variations. Miguel Bautista. You know, we were talking earlier about the Cubs had Sandberg and Sundberg. The Diamondbacks had Bautista and Bautista. BA and BAU. So I bet that was confusing too in the dugout. Now, this is interesting. It looks like he's wearing a Blue Jays uniform. Blue Jays uniform, but Diamondbacks card. So let's see what his stats show. Okay, did not see that coming. He was with the D-backs and then the Blue Jays. So shouldn't that be a Blue Jays card if he's already in their uniform? Yet they've got him logoed as a D-back. Strange. Anywho, moving on. That's an unsolved mystery. We'll get Robert Stack on that one ASAP. Dustin Nippert, rookie card. Orlando Hernandez. I don't know if I've ever seen these Fleer designs. What year is this? 2006 Fleer. I don't recognize any of these cards. Check it out, guys. Randy Johnson. Randy Johnson season highlights card. That's the one that he had sleeved up. Very, very cool. All right. We're going to set Mr. Johnson next to his partner in crime, Kurt Schilling. Hey, Boomsling, how you doing? Chuck's got an auto and a mim. Oh, that's cool, Chuck. I've got a Schilling signed baseball that, if by chance, if Troy is still lurking in the background, he was here earlier, but Troy's cards, and comics sent me a autographed Kurt Schilling baseball a while back, and that's still up in my bat cabinet, actually, display case. So that's cool. You're going to start up your Christian ball players. That would be... Chuck, I don't know if you have it or if such a thing exists, but is there a checklist out there for Christian ball players? I wonder if there is such a thing. Interesting. Oh, okay. Bradley says he went back to the D-backs. I gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, then that makes sense. That makes sense on that card. There's David Peralta, Topps Chrome. David Holmberg. Justin Upton. Archie Bradley sporting his Duck Dynasty beard, which a lot of pitchers are getting into nowadays. Levi Kelly, first Bowman card. Adam LaRoche. Juan Cruz. Stephen Drew. Aaron Heilman. And Chris Young. It says, D-back youngsters lead the Arizona past the Cubs on 10-6. That's cool. Very, very nice. All right, last pack for Mr. Steve Griffith. Oh, cool. Thanks, Chuck. Yeah, I never even thought about searching for such a list. But that would be cool to get a hold of that. Okay, there's another sleeve card in here. In fact, I'm going to, just for fun, I'm going to take the sleeve card and the card ahead of it to the back. So we'll save that one for the last. Okay, we got Zach Greinke on a Chrome from 2018. We got Peralta Chrome, 2019. Steven Souza Jr., 19 Heritage. Yoshihisa Hirano, 19 Heritage. Another Archie Bradley, Heritage. David Peralta, 2020 Series 1. Very cool. Oh, Heritage. Is this out of the 18? Yep, 18 Topps Heritage. I don't know if I've got that card or not. Brad Boxberger. Pavin Smith. Jackson Goddard. Jazz Chisholm. I believe there's a Chisholm with the Padres organization this year as a prospect. I don't know if it's the same Chisholm or a relative. I don't even know if it's the same. I don't remember the first name, to be honest with you. I'll have to look into that. But there's Jazz Chisholm's card. First Bowman Chrome, Jake McCarthy. Merrill Kelly, there we go, for the Diamondbacks. 2020 Heritage. Bob Melvin, manager card. Brandon Webb. I wish I had it out here to show you, but I have a Diamondbacks, obviously. A Brandon Webb signed baseball as well in my collection. Boomsling says he may have been traded for a player to be named later, and turns out he was the player to be named later. Ah, okay. In a warped sense, Boomsling, that makes sense. That's clever. Boomsling. That's actually happened before. I forgot who. Oh, okay, so Chuck's aware of it. Yep, it's a thing. Okay. Interesting. So Brandon Webb, Connor Jackson, Chad Qualls, J.D. Martinez. Okay, we're nearing the end here. We got the Diamondbacks team card. And our final card is check that out. Wow. Paul Goldschmidt, Bowman's Best. And again, I don't recognize this card. This may be the first of this one in my collection. That is cool. 2015. All right, that's going to go up right there next to Mr. Johnson there. I know he's not a Hall of Famer yet, I said. But he is, after all, America's first baseman. I've heard him called that before. So shout out to Steve Griffith. Thank you so much, brother. I wish you could have been here in the chat with us, but you can always go back and check out the replay and enjoy it. Jazz Chisholm, same guy, came up with the Padres, was assigned to another team. There you go. That makes sense. Thanks, Bradley, for clarifying that. I knew there was a correlation there. I just could not pin it down. So let me set these cards aside because I want to make this stand. I don't know why that one keeps falling over. But I want to make way for my next batch. A mail call is going to be from Al Carbone, a.k.a. NCC Baseball. Haven't seen him in here yet today. If he's lurking in the background, you may want to pop in and say hi. I know you're probably sorting cards in the background if you are. But I believe these came from a sale. In fact, I know they did. Now, don't ask me what... Excuse me, that came out of nowhere. Don't ask me when I bought it, because I can't remember. But no doubt it's going to be either Diamondbacks or Padres, because that's a theme. I can't... That is just hilarious. You know what's interesting? As you guys know, I do live in the Las Vegas area. The M&M store, which is downtown Vegas on the Strip, it's, I want to say, 4 levels high. And if you go through the whole store of M&M's, you get to the top floor, there is an actual M&M's race car, a used car from Kyle Busch, on display on the top floor of the building. I have no idea how they got the car in the building, let alone up on the top floor, but nonetheless, there is one there. So, okay, again, these are cards that I got from NCC Baseball. And I don't remember what all could possibly be in here. But I do see some Tony Gwynn, so that's exciting. That's always exciting. Hey there, SSP. Yes, Cardinals fan, I will give you that, sir. You are correct. I'm not and don't take this the wrong way. I have no reason to root for the Cardinals. I have no association with the St. Louis, but I do appreciate the fact that they do have him. And I'll be honest with you, I'm somewhat of a Yadier Molina fan. His brother Benji, who used to be a catcher, actually went to school close to the hometown that I grew up in, down in Arizona. So there is some relation there, not family ties, but locality ties to the Molina family. So I do like Yadier. And so there you go. I do root for the Cardinals when I can. All right. Boom. Check that out. Beautiful, beautiful Tony Gwynn card. Is that a Diamond King card? I do believe it is. Yep, 2018 Diamond Kings. And I may have one of these on my PC already. I'm not sure. I'll have to check in that on that. Got a Leather and Lumber Arizona Randy Johnson 9-time strikeout leader. That's an interesting die cut card for sure. Rather thick one as well. It's not your standard sized 35-point card. Well, Donald, I don't know what to tell you. Some things, Donald, I'm just going to let you take in the moment and not ruin it with words. So, shout out to Donald there. Boom, Mickey Mantle. It's possible that I bought this card back from NCC because I had this card, I sold this card, and I'm not sure who I sold it to. It might have been NCC. So this may be the same card I sold, returned right back to me. If it is, that's hilarious. I set up another stand back here. Will Myers. Oh, mini. It's a Will Myers mini card. Check this out. Oh, wait. That's stuck. I thought it was in the same bag. Will Myers mini out of 19 Heritage. That's cool. Hey there, hobbyist. 4 players in history were traded for themselves. Interesting. That's a cool stat, Chuck. That's something you don't even really think about ever happening. Yep. Like Donald says, Ken Griffey Jr., what else needs to be said? Harry Chitty, Brad Golden, Dickie Ness, and John McDonald. Interesting. Okay. So this would be the 5th case then. SSP, I've done it to myself. So it's a version of a card traded for a card to be traded at a later date and to... It's a thing. It's a version of a card traded for a card to be traded. That's hilarious. Oh, you never know what you're going to learn on these channels. There you go, Donald. Check that out. Again, what needs to be said? That actually, I did not have that card, and I do collect the Topps Magazine set, so that's going to go in my Topps Magazine collection set. We'll try to share the stand with Ken Griffey. Here's a Paul Goldschmidt, Jackie Robinson Day card. Nice. Definitely do not have this card. This does not look familiar at all. Power Players, I'm guessing that says. That's a beautiful card right there. Cool. This is kind of a goofy card, but I had to get it because it's a Diamondbacks. But this is the Allen and Ginter 18 Topps, the bullpen car, but it's Diamondbacks. I mean, you gotta, if you're a D-backs fan, you gotta have that card in your collection. So there we go. Topps Fire Gold card, Goldschmidt. And it is numbered due to the gold variation, 223 out of 299. If anyone here is into firearms, you will appreciate that number, 223. That's a cool looking card right there. That is sweet. I don't remember any of these cards, by the way, guys. I know I bought them. I just don't remember them. And, oh, I do kind of remember getting this one. An original 85 Topps Tony Gwynn card. Check that out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I've got this card in my PC. I know I've got this with the O-Pee-Chee label, but I'm not sure about the original Topps. So that might be a very needy card for my collection. So there we go. And that's only the first bag of three bags. Wow, okay. So let's rip into this next one. What have I missed? The Iron Man, Ken Ripke Jr. Yep. Hot tonight, Chuck. Speaking of hot, Robert, I'm sweltering in my garage. I had to look it up, Robert. Just remembered it happened, okay? Hey, Steve, Carter's kids. Kevin and gang, good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. Tony in the cool shades. Yeah, I know, right? All right. All right, speaking of Tony, here's a Tony Gwynn. And what year is this? 92, looks like. Yep, 92 Topps. Tony Gwynn. There's a modern 2020 Anthony Gwynn name variation card for Donruss. 88 Topps. And this says from the last sale. I don't know. Did he miss one? I guess he did. I'm not sure. Ooh, check it out, guys. Luis Urias, rookie card, Topps Archives, but it's blue bordered, which means it should be numbered. Check that out. Numbered out of 25. 6 out of 25. That is cool. Well, thank you so much, NCC, for throwing that in there. I don't want to drop any of these stands. You know what? I'm going to give it its own because that top loader is heavy. So we'll set that one right there. Okay. All right, last batch. All right. Don't remember what you bought. I have an island you might be interested in. Do you have any beachfront property down in Arizona you'd sell me there, Robert? Oh. Too old player Luke Weaver and Carson Kelly, St. Louis Cardinal player. Trade Arizona D-backs for fun. That's right. We did. We got Weaver and Kelly. I like both of them. Don't get me wrong. They're a great addition to the team. But I would have preferred keeping Goldie. I would have preferred that. Oh, yeah. Beachfront property. All right, so here we go. Last batch of cards here. We got a Dave Winfield. That's an original, by the way. That's an original Dave Winfield on a top 70, give me a second here, 76 card. An original Dave Winfield top 76 in very good condition. The centering is off, but that is to be expected for that time era. But nonetheless, that is a gorgeous card. Cole Tucker, 150-year stamp. I got this one mainly because a friend of mine, well, you all know him, Chris Howard down in Phoenix. He collects Tucker and has met Cole Tucker in person, as a matter of fact, because Cole Tucker went to the school that Chris works at. So kind of a small world there. Yep, hobbyist confirmed it is 1976. Thank you. Everyone's still saying hello to everybody. That's awesome. We got Paul Goldschmidt on a Father's Day card. I do remember this. Check this out. This is cool because it's an Arizona Diamondback, but it's a negative. Jeff Mathis. That is an awesome, awesome looking card. Kind of freaky, I'll admit. Kind of scary. I might see that in my nightmares tonight. but it's still a cool looking card. And then you turn it over and everything looks back to normal again. But that negative has a really strange looking effect. We got an 83 throwback from the 2018 series set, Paul Goldschmidt, but this is the Mojo Refractor edition. We got Paul Goldschmidt here with the Cardinals, so shout out to Cardinals fan. I know you'll appreciate this variation of it because he's with the Cardinals, but that's Stadium Club. Sorry, that looks terrible. Yeah, Clay, I'm not going to argue with you. It's kind of freaky. But it is kind of unique. Hoping Fox Family jumps in. Negative cards are worth about 3 times the base value. That is true. Hobbyist is responding to the Cardinals fan. What's up, Clay? Clay don't play. Hey, Chuck. That's awesome. You guys are... It's it's so cool to see you guys in all the different... channels, but it's like we're a traveling group is what we are. We see each other everywhere we go. There's another Goldschmidt on a heritage card. Yoan Moncada for the White Sox. Interesting getting this card, Chuck. That's a unique card for my PC. Hence, I don't think it's going in my PC. There's a Goldschmidt. And, okay, Tony Gwynn with Archives. And an original 1986 Tony Gwynn. Very nice. And I bought a set of minis. Look at this these are all minis. I don't remember how many were in here. But I got them for relatively cheap, if I'm not mistaken. We got an Edwin Encarnacion, Alexei Ramirez, Giancarlo Stanton, Evan Longoria, Matt Harvey, Dustin Pedroia, Joe Mauer, Adam Jones, there we go, he was a D-back for a spell, Justin Verlander, back when he was with the Tigers, and Albert Pujols with the Angels, nice. So that's a pretty cool little set of mini cards there. And just for comparison, the minis are roughly that size compared to an original. Moncada's a beast. Yep. The ghost of Jeff Mathis. It's a D-back ghost. It kind of looks like that, Donald. You're right. I'm really pumped. Mike O just revealed my SGC and order and got great grades. Cool. I've not done any grading. At some point, I may choose to do so. I just don't know much about it yet. Cool. All right, so that wraps it up for NCC's cards. Okay, now the struggle of getting these set aside and taken care of properly. For the next batch. And I'll leave 3 stands up again. All right, Donald. I know Donald's here. Donald, I don't know. Oh, well, it's got the new Donald sticker on it. That's pretty cool. So I need to save this bag. I don't know what all's in here, Donald. Cards from your sale, I'm assuming. I've had this package a while, and I'm just waiting for the right opportunity to open it. And today is that day. But I don't quite remember what all... I'm guessing this is from your last sale. In fact, I know it is because I know I got a lot of Tony Gwynns from you. And I haven't received them yet, so that would make sense that these would be them. Carter's Kids. Yeah, Steve, I kind of agree with you. If you got your cards sorted the way you want to, there's no real need to throw them out, because then they come back in a plastic case that doesn't fit anything really that we use to collect our cards in, so that would make it a little more cumbersome. But don't get me wrong, I do like graded cards. I'm just not going to go out of my way anytime soon to do it, if that makes sense. Okay, so Donald's pack. Oh, I see an old card in there. And I feel, speaking of graded cards, I've got some in my hand here. Looks like I got 3 of them. Nothing else. Okay, we'll do the graded cards last. How's that sound? All right. And Donald knows all about blue tape. In fact, he's the one who taught me about the blue tape. All right. So let's see what we got here. We got a Kevin Kuzanoff for the Padres. Looks like a sticker autograph card there. Very cool. Autograph Padre. And yes, a lot of Tony Gwynn cards coming up here. We got a Tony Gwynn Upper Deck. I do not have that card. Tony Gwynn alongside of, I'm not sure who he's with there. It's an angel. Does it say? No, it doesn't say who he's standing there with, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anywho, that's a very nice card. I do not have that one yet. And I did not see this coming. What in the world? Check this out, guys. Dale Earnhardt Jr. cards. Donald, are you holding out on me? Are you like a closet NASCAR fan that I don't know about? Those are cool. When he was running his AMP energy drink car. The first one's a checklist, actually. And the second one would be his base card. Those are cool. That is really awesome, Donald. Thank you so much. I do very much like Dale Earnhardt Jr. So I appreciate that. Chris Paddock, rookie card, rookie debut card. Nick Margevicius, rookie card. Oops, sorry. Missing the screen here. We've got Austin Allen, rookie card. These are all Padres, as you can tell. Bob Tewksbury with the Padres. I'm thinking he threw these cards in because I did not buy these cards. So thank you very much, Donald. There's Bip Roberts for the Padres. Gene Harris with the Padres. Melvin Nieves for the Padres. Marvell Wynn with the Padres. And I just started to say maybe I shouldn't say Padres because they're all with the Padres, and the very next card is, you guessed it, a Diamondback. So this is different. But Taylor Clark, I almost said autograph. I don't know why. Rookie card for the D-backs. In fact, that goes in a D-backs pile. We got Kevin Cron with the D-backs, rookie card. Merrill Kelly, rookie card. Oh, is that Eddie Murray? Thank you, SSP. I did not know that. Appreciate you. Thanks for putting in the orange. That kind of popped out on my screen, and I caught that. I see now you put it in earlier. I apologize. I missed it. SSP got something from Donald he didn't pay for. Yeah, Cardinals fan, go Junior. I agree. Appreciate that. Yeah, I do appreciate it, Donald. I am a NASCAR fan. On the house, you're not so afraid. Oh, okay. Donald and SSP are working out stuff. Check this out, guys. Topps 206, Randy Johnson. That looks like a portrait card of some sort. That's a 2002 Topps card. That is a beautiful, beautiful card. Let's set that one up there. Here's a big league card, Robbie Ray. And this one is in plastic. Stars and Steel. Travis Lee. This is a diamond. Is this real steel? This is a heavy card. Is that really a sheet of steel? Trying to read. Travis Lee with the Diamondback. Stars and Steel. This is a metal card. That is definitely metal. So that I've never heard of such a thing. Stars and Steel metal. Interesting. Chuck says, besides Bush, who do you like? Because I have a ton of NASCAR. Okay, that's the joke, Chuck. I don't like Bush. hence the poor Kyle stuff. My uncle and I have this running joke, and my uncle does cartoons and artwork, and they always depict Kyle Busch's car going off a cliff, because subconsciously we all kind of wish that he would. So we're not fans of his, but we do have an ongoing theme with Kyle Busch. That being said, I don't particularly collect Kyle Busch stuff. It's a Machado thing. Yes, exactly. In fact, we would love it if maybe they could run NASCAR with 2 seats. Put a passenger seat up front. So you have the driver in the left, Kyle. Put a passenger seat in. We'll call them the Navigator. And Manny Machado could run Navigator. And then Kyle Busch can drive off a cliff. Just saying. Just saying. But back to your original question. Who do I like in NASCAR? That's a tough one because a lot of my drivers are leaving or have left. I was a Junior fan. I am a Jimmy Johnson fan, but this is his last year. I don't have a favorite, I guess, per se. Used to root for Bobby Labonte. Used to root for Michael Waltrip, Darrell Waltrip. Now I'm dating myself, but I like to say the drivers I don't like more than the drivers I do like, if that makes sense. Chuck, don't get started. All right, here we go. Back to the sale from Donald here. I got a Dante Bichette rookie card. Tops. That's cool. That's Bo Bichette's dad. Tony Gwynn. There's a bunch of Tony Gwynn cards in here, guys, that I do not have in my PC, and I've got a ton of Tony Gwynn already, but these will gladly go in my binder. Oh, okay. Okay. I was lost in this lettering on the side. Okay. You can see the word star, S-T-A-R, but up close there's some other letters in there, and it was Q-S-U-T-E-A-S-R-T. I'm like, what in the world is Q-S-U-T-E-A-R-T? But then I realized the S-T-A-R pop out, so it's star, and it spells quest in the background and star in the foreground, so that's kind of funny. All right, sorry I got caught up in that one. Check that out, 1979 Dave Winfield. That's in really nice shape, by the way. That's actually in such nice shape. I want to top load that right now, just to be on the safe side, because this is a classic card and it's in very nice shape. Okay, and Donald promised me he was going to send me an original Mickey Mantle card. Look what he sent me. It's an original, right, Donald? What? 2006? I'm just kidding. I knew it was a reprint. But that is a beautiful reprint of an iconic card, the 52 Mantle. Huh. I'm a NASCAR fan too. That's awesome. Oh, I've got some Bobby Allison. Yep, Bobby Allison. Him and his brother, Donnie, the Alabama gang, they called him. Oh, yes, Bobby Allison is very good. His son, Davey Allison, was good. Unfortunately, he was tragically taken way too soon. I missed a lot here, guys. I apologize. I didn't realize how far back. Funny, I've got NASCAR auto of Bobby Allison. That's cool. Yes, Richard does a lot of TTMs. You're correct, Boomslang. If you don't believe me, go check out Danny and Gray's Cards and Toys. He likes to show those off. Funny, I have a NASCAR auto. Okay, Kevin, turn over the Bichette. Check that out, guys. I didn't turn it over. Father and son. That's right. He sold it as a pair. Now I remember. Thanks, Donald, for reminding me. Check that out. Father and son, both on Topps cards, rookie cards. An entire generation separated. That's cool. Thank you, Donald, for the reminder. Most of the guys are great. Yep, they are. Okay, NASCAR. I've got Chuck's. You got that many autographs of NASCAR? That's awesome. Turn left, turn left, turn left. Sorry, trying to be a NASCAR navigator. Yeah, if Manny Machado. You don't have to be a genius to be a navigator in NASCAR. Just say turn left, so he could do it. That was mean. I shouldn't have said that about him. Boomslang. Yep, it is an original 2006 card. You're right. They do road racing as well. Yep, up in Sonoma, California, and Watkins Glen, New York. Big time. You're a fan of Hailie Deegan. I don't know anyone who's not a fan of Hailie Deegan, to be honest with you. Dave Allison was awesome. Yep. Yes, he was. Yeah, thanks, Bradley, for the reminder. Father and son rookies. Fox. Is Fox here? Hey, Fox, Bama, how you doing? Thanks for jumping in. Yep, the sun. Which question? What is your email so I can send you pictures of the foot? Okay, all right. I'm all caught up now, guys. Sorry, I got distracted or something. Okay, back to Tony Gwynn cards. Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn. And guess who the next one is? Tony Gwynn. Steel stats. I'm going to say this is a heavy card again. This is a steel card. It's called Leaf Steel. Leaf Steel. Very cool. And I got my own, very own original Don Blomdahl sticker. Cool. See, is that the width of a card? Yes. I have an idea. Okay. Guess what? Tony Gwynn. This is cool. I remember this one. It looks like a postage stamp the way it's die cut. Check out that Tony Gwynn card. That's a cool looking card there. Special delivery. Mickey Mantle on a Pinnacle card. And Billy Martin. That's an iconic card there. Billy Martin and Mickey Mantle. Okay, we got a Gerard Dyson. Base 2019 Series 2 card. There we go. Steve. Check that out, Steve. I got a Gary Carter from the Mets. Yep. Oh, that's right. Everybody wish Fox Bam a happy birthday. Today is his 30th birthday. He has now made it to the next level. That's awesome. Congratulations, Fox Bam. I'm very happy for you. Turn left, turn right, turn left, turn right. Yep. Hey, Chuck. Tony Gwynn, Don Blomdahl. Much better, Robert. Easy to get distracted when going through cards and also kills a lot of time. Well, there you go. Happy birthday, Fox. Yep. You got 1,000 die. Oh, my goodness, Chuck. I didn't know you were a NASCAR fan. I've got, technically, they're my son's cards. They're in our shed here in our backyard, but I've got a case full of die-cast NASCARs that he collected when he was a young kid, and we've still got them here at the house. So, but I have nowhere near 1,000. I might have 100 or 200 at most. Yep. I would sing for you, Fox, but I would. My viewership would drop from 12 to 0 instantly, so I'm not going to sing. But I do wish you a very blessed, happy birthday. I hope the 30s are kind to you. They were kind to me. It's a good decade, and I know you'll enjoy it. And just have fun with it. And remember, you're only as old as you feel. So I would say most of us in here are really only 12 years old at the most. All right. So there's that Gary Carter card I was talking about. Tony Gwynn, 1988. Now, Donald, when I got this, Donald was perplexed. I bought this Dick Williams card for the Mariners, and Donald was like, why on earth is Kevin buying a Mariners manager card? And the answer is simply this. He did coach the Padres back in the day, in the mid-'80s. So there you go. And this final card is a 1958, in honor of Donald Blomdahl's year of birth. I got this Jim Mutcheller. He's an N for the Baltimore Colts. 1958 Topps football card. And more than likely this will end up going to my son at some point. He is the football fan in the family. But very cool, Donald. Thank you so much for that. And we'll top this session out with going through these graded cards that I got. Check this out. Donald sold me this one. It comes with a stand as well. I'll have to figure that out. But Hideo Nomo, again, I'm not a Dodgers fan, but I just thought it was a beautiful card. The case is personalized to him, and that's his rookie card in the middle. But it caught my eye, so I had to buy it. Sing Chu. Hey everyone, Parker's Card Breaks, good to see you. Yeah, isn't that a beautiful card? And like I said, it comes with a stand. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with this eventually, but that will be fun to display. And check this out, guys. 1957 Del Ennis Topps card. Graded a 3. Yeah, you know. But it's 1957. This is older than most, I'm guessing not all, but most of us in here. I know Robert is probably squinting right now. But still, just to have a card of that era is pretty cool to have. And it's a St. Louis Cardinals, so shout out to Cardinals fan. I know you're here, and that's pretty cool. A little shout out to you there. But my favorite graded card of the batch is this one. It's graded a 5, which I don't know if I agree with that low grading. The centering is off, but the corners don't look bad. But it is a rookie card for Tony Gwynn out of Donruss 1983. That's pretty cool. So there we have it. Thank you so much, Donald, for this package and the mail. And thanks for the sale itself. It's just an honor to have the opportunity to buy from you and get some good stuff that we collect. Now I'm going to make way for our last and final mail call. Boy, I'm going to have fun sorting through all this later on. I got my work cut out for me. What's the oldest card that I have? This one. This now has become my oldest card. You mowed his lawn back in the... Like, literally, you mowed Del Ennis' lawn? Oh, Left Behind, that's right. You were my dueling partner on that one. Yep. But I don't know how much of a fan you are of Gwynn there, Left Behind, and if you are... God bless you. I can appreciate that. Hope you got a chance to see my special video tribute I did to him the other day. And this will definitely go well in my PC collection. But that's right. I remember we were going back and forth on that one. So, Robert, do you have any grass clippings from his lawn that we can add to this and make a relic out of it? Yep, centering does kill a perfectly graded card. Yep. Oh, Chuck's got some 51. Or Robert's telling Chuck he's got some 51. That's cool. Oh, okay. Okay, well, fair enough. You like him. I guess I could say I love him, so that's the difference. You got a 1909 White Sox? That's awesome. Hey, Charlie. That's phenomenal. So, Chuck, I know you're here, so let's make good use of our time. So, guys, Chuck sent me this care package, and he says it's full of surprises. I think there's a TTM in here he may have mentioned, but he didn't tell me who. So I am as excited as anyone to find out what is in here. So, again, shout out to Chuck, everybody. I thank you, Chuck, so much for this. I don't even know what it is yet, but I know I'm going to like it. Okay, you called in a favor on the TTM. You called in a favor. What, you know people? Time for Chuck's package, yep. You know a guy? Bradley, no, Bradley, I hate to break it to you. Getting a TTM from Gwyn is virtually impossible. Not enough money in the world would be enough for Tony to Gwyn to sign a TTM. He doesn't do it anymore. He retired from TTMing, and that's it. So we'll just leave it at that. If you want to understand me better, Bradley, Google Tony Gwyn and see what you see about him. Or watch my video I did the other day on him, special tribute. You'll learn a lot about the guy. Check out the small package first. Okay. I want to... Okay, there's a larger package there. Okay. Make sure we got them all. The envelope. Oh, it's not empty. Good thing I took a peek down there. What in the world is hiding back there? Check out the small package first. It is tiny. Okay. What in the world? Okay. This is... I'm glad I did that and checked, because normally we don't expect anything else. What in the world is this? Chuck's got connections. Okay. It's a penny sleeve. I see the face. Oh my goodness. Look at that face, guys. Can you guys tell who that is? I know right off who that is. You guys recognize that face, those eyes? Oh, this is too much, Chuck. Oh, this is hilarious. Is it a puzzle or what's left over? Guys, for those of you who don't know, this is a Manny Machado card, and he knows. And I've tried to like Manny Machado. I gave him the benefit of the doubt. I went back, I read up on him, I did some research, and the more I read about him, the more I found out about him, the more I disliked him, honestly. The more I grew to dislike him. So, Chuck, this is so appropriate. This is hilarious. I don't know why I'm trying to put it together. Oh, man, Chuck, that is too funny. I don't know if I should try to rebuild this as a puzzle or just let it sit in pieces. That is hilarious. Manny Machado. Appropriately taken care of there. It's a puzzle. Machado sleeps with the fishes. Yep. Especially after we put him in that car with Kyle Busch and launch him off the cliff. I was going to burn it and set the ashes, but thought that was too much. Okay, Chuck says open the case next. Okay, so there's a case and some top loaders. So we'll do the case. I do like the name on the front card, I see. Maybe the May giveaway should be a Manny Machado 5-card set. No, it shouldn't, Donald. If it is, take my name off the wheel. I don't want to win it. Chuck, you are red hot. Not too much in my opinion. The top loaders are the... Oh, okay. All right, so we're saving the best for last. I got you. Okay. Okay. And a little case here. Oh, well, the hinge popped off, but that's okay. We'll take the cards out and go through them. All right, so let's see what we got here from Chuck. We got a Randy Johnson Prism, beautiful card. Absolutely gorgeous. Prisms are always beautiful product. Oh, another Randy Johnson. He must know I like Randy Johnson. There's the Pike, Ketel Marte for the D-backs. Ildemaro Vargas for the D-backs. Andrew, the Sheriff, as they call him, Chafin. There's Ketel. David Peralta, a.k.a. the Freight Train. That's his nickname. Zach Gallen. We'll call him the Kid. I've never heard him given a nickname, but Donald agrees. He looks very young, but he's very promising. He's an up-and-comer. Zach Gallen. There's Ketel Marte opening day. Hey, Eduardo Escobar. All right, brace yourself, guys. I'm going to speak some Spanish here. Eduardo Escobar, Fuego Power de la Pica. And if you don't know why I just said that, you ought to look up his name on YouTube and watch his little documentary that they filmed at his house when they interviewed him, and you'll understand his nickname. But that is his nickname, Fuego Power de la Pica. And it's fun to say. I mean, come on, you got to admit, that's a fun word to say. Domingo Leyba, rookie card for the D-backs. There we go. Archie Bradley, Diamondbacks, Gypsy Queen card. And I see a green border coming up for Alex Young. Alex Young, green border. Beautiful. And we got Jake Lamb. I believe this is last year's Gypsy Queen. Yep, 2019. That's a good question, Clay Don't Play. I don't know the Pike. I had never heard that name until it came out on the card. And I'll admit I should have checked, but I've never actually looked into it. I will now. Jake Lamb, no relation to Ethan, despite what he tells you. Patrick Corbin. Very nice. There's another Fuego Power de la Pica, Eduardo Escobar. David Peralta, Freight Train. There's the D-backs. There's Chase Field, stadium card. Zach Greinke, back before he was traded. Whoop. Merrill Kelly. I love the fact that we've got Merrill Kelly pitching, and if you guys don't know much about the D-backs, Carson Kelly is his catcher. No relation, but you've got Kelly pitching to Kelly, so they're called the Kelly Battery. So there's another Andrew Chafin. Hey, El Nino for the Padres. We got Fernando Tatis Jr. Very nice. Trent. Okay. I was thinking of Chisholm, but this is Grisham. Trent Grisham, rookie card for the Padres. Michael Baez, pitcher for the Padres, Diamond King, opening day card. And Trent Grisham, there again, rookie card, opening day. Let's see, let's get caught up. Donald retracted something. Oh, I felt something on my carpet here, or my mat, and it's a little plastic bead. I'm guessing this is the hinge piece off that case. That's funny how I just kind of found that by feel. All right. David M., good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. They moved the Nationals to December. Oh, okay. So they're still going to have a National, but it's in December. Okay. So I guess if you got tickets, they're still valid. That's cool. I guess they would be. All right. So here we have it. Chuck, I've saved the best for last, apparently. The top-loaded cards. The week of Christmas, that's weird. Well, if that's the case, then I'm not going. All right, here we go. Chuck, here we go. Oh, okay, this is the one you're talking about my son would like. He would not like this card. He would love this card. Relic piece, rookie card for Keenan Allen, wide receiver for the San Diego Chargers. My son's all-time favorite team. He likes the Cardinals, but he grew up following the Chargers primarily, so that is cool. This is a 2013 card. Yep, drafted in 2013. Chuck, thank you so much for that. My son, I thank you on his behalf. I thank you on his behalf. Wow. No way. Are you kidding me? You got an on-card auto for Dave Dravecky. This is the TTM you're talking about? I'm reading the chat trying to get caught up. Oh my word, Chuck. You know, Chuck, you talk about him all the time. But do you actually know him, like, on a personal basis? I didn't realize you knew him that well. My word, that is gorgeous. Beautiful autograph, too. On an 84 Topps. Wow, Chuck. I don't know what to say, man. That is phenomenal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In fact, let me set these cards up on stands. And our final card, not to be outdone by that Dravecky, but I don't know how you could beat that Dravecky. A dual relic, Fernando Tatis Jr. Check that out, dual relic. And you know the cool thing about this is, check this out. It's blue and gray, and it matches his uniform, blue over gray. So the two colors correspond with his uniform. That is cool. I like the way they put that together. That is sweet. Wow, man. Well, there's definitely a San Diego theme here. We got Chargers, we got Padres, we got relics, we got autographs. David M., you were right. That is awesome. Clay Don't Play, that is super cool, Chuck. Left Behind says, dang, Chuck, you hooked it up. Very nice. The community is generation of generosity. Yeah, absolutely. Our definition of generosity. Wow. Oh, okay, check this out. Donald is saying that in May of 2021, it'll be Chicago. That's interesting there, Chuck. I might want to head out to Chicago in May of next year for the National. Wow, is all I can say, Chuck. Yeah. Look, Chuck, even Chuck is speechless. He's not even responding. I think Chuck fainted. Chuck impressed himself, guys. That's how far he hit this out of the park. He blew himself up with this. He's so excited. Okay, Chuck will be at the National. That'd be awesome, Chuck. I'll try to make it for sure. Well, guys, we are coming up on an hour and 45 into the stream. I'm not even going to attempt to go beyond this. We're done. This is the grand finale. Chuck, sometime I would love to hear more about your connection to Mr. Dravecky. That is phenomenal. For those of you who don't know much about Dave Dravecky, he number one, he's a Christian. Number two, he's a left-handed pitcher for the Padres, and he developed cancer in, I'm not sure where in his left arm, but his left arm had to be amputated, and he had to learn how to write and do everything with his right hand, which was, of course, unnatural. So he is a one-armed, left arm amputated survivor of cancer who has placed his faith in Christ. And that is just, that is a story. Hey, I just found the other bead. Wow. The case is complete now, Chuck. You'll hear me drop it in here. There you go. We got the missing pieces for your plastic case. So that is, for all the right reasons, that is the best card to have. I have the whole name plate from a Padres. Oh, wow. That's cool. I bet that looks good, however you've got it mounted. Whew. Yeah, we'll talk about that, Donald, for sure. I hope it's not the end of May, because I've got, well, man, I got birthdays, anniversaries all through May. I hope it's on an open weekend, or open week. Don't be a Donald, cut it short. What? Robert, be nice. You have it in a safe. That's the best place for it, Chuck. That's a good place for it. All right, guys. Well, I'm not going to hem and haw and just ramble on and on. I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to end it on this phenomenal package. That I got from Chuck. Again, Chuck, thank you so very much. Yeah. Words don't do it justice. So, I love you guys. I love my community. I love my YouTube family. Awesome. To let you guys know, if you do happen to watch me If you guys just saw a stutter, my electricity just kind of flickered, so I don't know if we're about to lose power or not, so maybe that's a sign that I need to end the stream. But this coming Wednesday, tomorrow night, I will be doing a live stream sermon on my church's website, Wagon Wheel Missionary Baptist Church. So if you guys can check that out, that'd be much appreciated. Love the support. So with that, guys, you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Go grab some dinner. Get some good rest. Tomorrow's a good day. Tomorrow's the Lord's Day. Spend it with your friends and family. And we'll catch y'all later. God bless you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.